Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was so beautiful. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. I am Kara Zagrafis, and it is my honor to serve as the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. On behalf of the university and college, I want to welcome you to our commencement celebration for the class of 2026. I am so proud to honor each of our graduates today. It is a beautiful afternoon here at the Fresno State campus, which sits in the midst of the San Joaquin Valley, a valley rich in the traditions and representation of Native American peoples and cultures. We are grateful to be in the traditional homelands of the Yokuts and Mono peoples, whose diverse tribal communities share stewardship over this land. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to please silence your phones and remain in your seats throughout the ceremony unless invited to stand. I would like to begin our program by recognizing our university's esteemed leaders joining us this afternoon, including President Dr. Saul Jimenez Sandoval, ASI Student Body President Kamala Saleh, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs Dr. Xuanyin Fu, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management Fong Yang, Vice President for University Advancement Brady Crook, Vice President for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer, Dr. Bao Johori, Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, Dr. Alam Hassan. As we celebrate today, we also pause to honor the memory of our departed faculty. Dr. Jenna Soddenby from the Department of Physical Therapy, and Dr. Mark Baldes from the Department of Kinesiology, who passed away this year. Their dedication to our students will never be forgotten. A special spot has been reserved for them on stage with us today. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor both of them. Thank you. Also, please help me to welcome Interim Associate Dean Dr. Miguel Perez and our department chairs and program coordinators on this stage. Will you all please stand to be recognized? Thank you all for being here with us today. Also on this stage and sitting with our graduates below are members of our faculty and staff. Each of them have played a substantial role in guiding and investing in the time and talent of our graduates today. Throughout your time on campus, they have served not only as your instructors, but also as your mentors. Please join me in honoring them. Faculty and staff, please stand to be acknowledged. Thank you. Today's commencement celebration gives us a special opportunity to honor and recognize over 1,000 graduates from each of our 7 departments and the Air Force and Army ROTC programs, each of whom are earning their well-earned degrees. This is both a wonderful and momentous day, as it represents the culmination of hard work and years of endless dedication and sacrifice. You each accomplished something so remarkable, and now you're sitting here as members of Fresno State's 115th graduating class. I speak for the entire college when I say congratulations. We are so proud of your achievements and your long-standing commitment to the health and human services needs in our valley and in our world. When you leave here today, you will become our valued alumni. And as alumni, you represent the next generation of health and human services leaders, practitioners, educators, researchers, and advocates. I have no doubt you will make a difference in ways that are inspiring and empowering. As you step into the world in a professional and personal capacity, I encourage you to keep 3 things in mind. 1, remember your heart for service. Whether you're earning a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degree, you have made a selfless commitment to use your talents, your education, and your expertise to be of service to others and to be champions of our most vulnerable communities. And for that, we thank you. Being in the helping profession can have its challenges and its hard days. But I encourage you to always remember why you chose to serve in this profession, and let that be your anchor to keep you going. Secondly, stay kind. I truly believe in the power of kindness and the impact it can have on ourselves and on others. We have the power to choose our words and our actions. As you embark on your profession, just know that your patients, clients, students, and community are counting on you to act with humility and kindness. Third, share your success with those who supported you along the way. For so many, this pivotal moment in your life would not have been possible without your support system. those who uplifted you and motivated you along the way. Graduates, please stand and recognize your biggest supporters. Thank you, family and friends, for being here today and for your unwavering support. In closing, graduates, I hope you leave here today with fond memories of your time at Fresno State, and that it compels you to one day pay it forward to future generations of Bulldogs by volunteering your time, mentoring students, or donating to scholarships. Your support is everything to us. Thank you. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce your Associate Student President, Kamala Saleh, to the podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, staff, and last but not least, graduates. Congratulations to the College of Health and Human Services graduates who worked hard to get where they are today, for the effort, resilience, and commitment it took to reach this moment. My name is Kamala Saleh, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as your student body president. As I stand in front of you all who have overcome so much to be here, I keep reflecting on the village it took for me to stand here today, and how every single one of us has a village. Whether that village is big or small, we have all encountered someone in our lives who taught us something, believed in us, and lifted us up. So today, I wanted to share what my village has taught me. My family immigrated from Yemen when I was 3 years old, and my parents, shout out Yemen, and my parents always grounded their children in where we came from. Growing up in that foundation, I began to understand that I was a part of something much bigger than myself. A village shaped by sacrifice, resilience, and love. To all the parental figures here, thank you for the endless sacrifices and work you endured so your children could have better opportunities, a better education, and better lives. Give a round of applause to the parental figures here. And as I grew older, my village continued to expand beyond my family and into the classrooms. One of the people who shaped me the most was Dr. Everett Vieira. I'm sure many of you, like I once did, know what it feels like to hesitate before asking for help, sharing an idea, or taking a chance because you're afraid of being rejected or told no. Dr. Vieira taught me that every opportunity is there for a reason, so take the chance. But alongside preparation, ambition, and hard work, I also remembered the importance of something called tawakkul. Tawakkul is the Islamic concept of trusting and relying on God while still putting in the effort. It means doing the work towards your goals while accepting that the outcome is ultimately in God's hands, whether through a test, an assignment, or a job interview. For me, it has always been a source of peace, a reminder that even in moments of uncertainty, rejection, or fear, there is a greater plan unfolding exactly as it is meant to be. For those of you here who have your own version of that, faith in your family, faith in your future, faith in your beliefs, or simply a guiding principle that carried you through the moments when you were unsure of what would come next. Hold on to that, because your journey does not end here. You still have so much farther to go and so much more to become. And as I stand here reflecting on faith, gratitude, and the village that brought us here, it is also important to recognize the privilege of access to institutions, classrooms, books, professors, and spaces that encourage learning and growth. Around the world, including in Palestine, students are being denied the same access to education and safety. Schools and universities have been destroyed, students displaced, and countless of people deprived of the same opportunity to learn and dream. So remember the responsibility that comes with education, to speak up for humanity and to never let our own opportunities for granted, to never take our own opportunities for granted. And while today is not the end, but the beginning, let us never forget the people and sacrifices that made this moment possible. We are all a reflection of the villages that believed in us. And now as we leave Fresno State and step into a world that needs more compassion and courage, I hope we choose to become that village for others. Walk into every room, remembering your roots. Open doors for people coming after you. And remember that success means very little if we are not helping others rise with us. May we leave here not only educated, but grounded, fearless, and committed to making this world kinder than we found it. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026. As always, go Dogs, free Palestine, and shout out group chat. Nariman and Alia.
Thank you, ASI President Kamala Saleh, for your inspiring and beautiful words. At this time, I'd like to introduce President Jimenez Sandoval, who will address our graduating class.
Health and Human Services! Let's hear from Public Health, Physical Therapy, Recreation Administration, Social Work, Communicative Sciences and Depth Studies, Kinesiology, Nursing, You are incredible. You are the lifeblood of our valley. To our community out there, senior graduates here, over 1,000 medical professionals will have an immense impact and strengthen our region when they graduate. You graduates here keep our communities healthy. You touch the lives of countless people across this region. Everyone, please give your graduates a round of applause. To our proud and talented graduates, you chose to pursue one of the most ancient callings, entering professions that nurture a sense of belonging and foster community. You care for others. This innate impulse to care for others is primordial. It is primordial and ancient as life itself. You care for your fellow human beings, promotes hope, and makes an immediate and measurable difference. Your healing takes away pain, it calms anxiety, and lessens the burden. You provide reassurance through the healing knowledge of your hand and the power of your advocacy. You overcome obstacles and connect people through language, mobility, and social connection. Movement with you becomes stronger, more precise. One step at a time, you rebuild lives, thus creating happiness that warms the heart of our homes. Your ability to create, to play, to organize, and to imagine open doors of possibilities for collaboration and compassion. Your dedication is essential to our hospitals and clinics, to our social and public services, to meeting the needs of our most vulnerable neighbors and ensuring their health and security. Let me end with one last thought for all of you. Every single one of you here gathered possesses knowledge and embodies leadership within you. You represent the next chapter of our valley and beyond. Be proud of your skills and know that your own unique history will give you the wherewithal to lead, to succeed, to make a difference in the lives of people around you. Once again, congratulations. Fresno State is your alma mater. Count of three, go Dogs. 1, 2, 3, go Dogs!
Thank you, President Jimenez Sandoval. At this time, I'd like to recognize 2 students who represent the college and university as the Dean's Medalists. This selection is based on academic excellence, community involvement, and other noteworthy achievements. Charles Biddle. our Graduate Dean's Medalist, is earning his master's degree in kinesiology with an emphasis in exercise science. Early on in his academic career, Charles fell in love with teaching and decided to combine this with his long-standing passion for the biological and physiological elements of the human body. While in the graduate program, Charles was given the opportunity to teach students in the Human Performance Lab. Charles now works part-time as a neuro-exercise specialist at SciFit facility in Fresno, which stands for Spinal Cord Injury Functional Integrated Therapy. Thank you, Charles, for your service. Please stand. Congratulations. Yulisa Camilo Vargas, our undergraduate Dean's Medalist, is earning her bachelor's degree in social work education. As a first-generation college student of Indigenous and Mexican heritage, Yulisa considers education a privilege above all else. Since enrolling at Fresno State in the fall of 2022, Yulisa has been involved with the College Assistance Migrant Program, which provides support services for students from migrant or seasonal farm working backgrounds. In her first role as a summer program academic tutor, she implemented instructional learning activities in an effort to improve student success. Thank you, Yulisa, for your service. Please stand to be recognized. Congratulations. Throughout the crowd of graduates today, you will see a sprinkle of those that are wearing red medallions. These students represent our honors program in collaborative leadership. This is a unique opportunity that engages students from all majors within the college, and they have the ability to apply individual skills to develop and implement a community-based project. Honors students, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations. I would also like to take this time to recognize our Outstanding Project and Thesis Awards. Our students are among the best and brightest, and those pursuing graduate and postgraduate careers submit their projects and theses for review. The students receiving these awards were nominated by their faculty and department chairs. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Charles Biddle from the Department of Kinesiology, recipient of the Outstanding Master's Thesis. Carmina Rodriguez from the Department of Social Work, recipient of the Outstanding Master's Degree Project. David Malarkey from the School of Nursing, recipient of the Outstanding Doctoral Degree Project. Let's please congratulate all of them. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we will begin the presentation of our graduating class of 2026. This afternoon, we will recognize our doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degree candidates. Each graduate will receive recognition on stage and have their names read. A professional photographer will meet the graduates off stage to take their photo. Faculty from each department will form a congratulatory line to greet you as you head back to your seat. To our guests, I ask that you please hold your applause until all of our graduates have crossed the stage. So, graduates, are you ready? We'll start with the presentation of our doctoral candidates.
We are honored to recognize candidates earning their Doctor of Nursing practice degrees. Will the graduating doctoral students from the School of Nursing please make your way to the stage entrance to the right? To our School of Nursing faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining School of Nursing faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Graduates, when your name is called, please cross the stage and pause to be hooded. You will then proceed over to Dean Zagrafos. David Malarkey. Lisa Ortiz. We are honored to introduce candidates earning their Doctor of Physical Therapy degrees. Will the graduating doctoral students from the Department of Physical Therapy please make your way to the stage entrance to the right? To the Department of Physical Therapy faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining physical therapy faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Annabelle Alvarez. Ernest Chen. Catherine Colburn. Alexis Ayala. Nishita Fernandez. Vanessa Garcia. Samantha Barrera. Jacob Green. Derek Kwong. Julia Mooney. Alyssa Hirasawa. Seth Torres. Abraham Rojo. Jake Augustine. Catherine Allen. Leslie Contreras Herrera. Kristen Kagara. Rosemary Chapman. Jor Quizong. Molly Ming. Zachary Crone. Hannah Lee. Janet Velasquez. Rebecca Sievers. Stephanie Suter. Dylan Ye. Giancarlo Yap. Dana Rose Villarama. Congratulations to our Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates. We are honored to introduce graduates from the Department of Communicative Sciences and Deaf Studies. We will begin with our master's degree candidates receiving advanced degrees in deaf education or speech-language pathology. To our Communicative Sciences and Deaf Studies faculty on the stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining CSDS faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Gianna Grotto, Kimiko Tanimoto, Jeanette Castro, Noemi Medrano, Andrea Rivera Maranon, Eileen Soria, Mesli Velasquez, Annika Ting, Hannah Nevares, Natalie Owens, Teresa Asparin, Amy Redfield, Jessica Hansen, Ava Cameron, Kaylee Handy, Sherry Fugino, Symphony Fever, Armand Sandhu, Savannah Cabezas, Hanani Al-Adib, Yasmin Omar, Krista Eritzian, Alyssa Stevens, Marina Villagomez, Hannah Costa, Grace Littlefield, Grace Hall, Ryan Garza, Vanessa Espinosa, Perla Mireles, Fatima Padilla, Avani Seychow, Tyra Hawley,
We will now introduce our bachelor's degree candidates receiving degrees in audiology, deaf education, interpreting, or speech-language pathology. Jessica Garcia, Maritza Garcia, Juliana Kent, Chelsea Avalos, Kaylee Aranjo, Cassandra Sendejas, Nayeli Aguayo Jimenez. Maha Muharram. Shelby Machado. Joseph Rivas. Jasmine Castaneda. Mia Arredondo. Marissa Wyas. Meryl Keisha Dagting. Ethan Agtarab. Aurora Ruiz. Dulce Frausto Vincimio. Amy Philippoff. Caitlin Harger. Amanda Pruce. Shelby Scribner. Eli Lisnick. Audrey Hoke. Skylar Higginbotham. Esperanza Adams. Alyssa Janot. Evan Kaufman. Marissa Serrato. Genevieve Franco. Elizabeth Quijano. Your Lady Pisano Ayala. Amy Mora. Britannia Rodriguez Tapia. Angelina Romero. Star Neal. Hannah Fratz. Dayanara Moreno. Aya Abdallah. Amelie Medellin. Chloe Grossman. Reese Moreno. Cassandra Beber. Shaylee Steinbring. Camila Romo. Imari Madison. Audrey Coles. Joy Hausler. Sean Morse. Jeanette Cortez. Gianna Hernandez. Anika Hang. Lauren Caranco. Dominique Isa. Jaden Stevens. Viviana Barberia. Kaya Jones. Caitlin Santos. Nicole Tatum. Salvador Perez. Lizette Valenzuela. Karen Ramirez. Alexis Cruz. Daisy Navejas. Katrina Sarai Mata Hernandez. Maria Fabiola Lopez Renteria. Madeline Oliveira. Alexis King. Cassandra Gonzalez. Monica Rivera Murillo. Ashley Montejano Toro. Brenda Manvan. Marissa Montero. Brianna Alvarez. Emily Vang. Genesis Espinosa. Lizette Sandoval. Destiny Gallardo. Jezebel Bautista. Natalie Sheyavang. Priscilla Gonzalez. Alyssa Gabrielle Maldonado. Carla Jorgensen. Helena Phillips. Ruby Carrillo Valdivia.
Emily Gray. Riley Pinto. Kaya Owen. Vina Tao. Nicholas Vidrio. Efrain Mariano. Dania Batres Aguilar. Jennifer Gutierrez Lopez. Esteban Rivera. Citlali Gamino. Alyssa Grothy. Lily Jordan. Alexia Ceja. Isabel Ariano Franco. Skylar Cha. Gustavo Arevalos Reyes. Congratulations to our Communicative Sciences and Deaf Studies graduates. We are honored to introduce our graduates from the Department of Kinesiology. We will begin with our master's degree candidates receiving advanced degrees in athletic training, exercise science, sport and performance psychology, or sport administration. To our kinesiology faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining kinesiology faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Charles Biddle. Caitlin Perez. Clara Chaparrut. Stephanie Sanchez. Bailey Brown. Ashley Lopez Guerrero. Ricardo Hernandez. Theo DeCoute. Sebastian Centeno. Sebastian Pasos. Evangelia Espinosa. Marissa Montalongo. Alexandra Johnson. Zoe Yeast. Shelby Robinette. Jessica Garrett. Gabriela Gonzalez. Shane Kelly.
Nicholas Hernandez. Moises Gonzalez. Jacqueline Harros. Andrew Tompton. Anthony Long. Mursal Mosini. Danny Beebe. Megan Popma. Fatima Cruz Garcia. Trevor Porter. Michael Munoz. Ethan Zito. Maggie Uribe. Serenity Valoaga. Emily Coons. Thomas Walter. Devo Bridges. Congratulations to our graduates. Should I say that? No. Okay. We are now honored to introduce our bachelor's degree candidates receiving degrees in sports administration, exercise science, and physical education. Colin Baldus. Jillian Chan. Brian Salas Moore. Ernie Martinez Torresillas. Jaden Bongsi. Nicholas Hoffman. Peyton Ebanoff. Jesus Angel Hernandez. Jacob Wynn. Benjamin Blanchette. Logan Lopez. Adan Gonzalez. Jennifer Contreras Garibay. Montserrat Cortez Ramirez. Gerardo de Jesus Limon. Brett Castro, Justin Portillo, Pedro Galaviz, Daniel Larios Alvarez, Gabriel Sosa Alatorre,
Christian Alvarez, Serena Ibarra, Josh Zambrano, Brianna Maciel, Jasmine Gonzalez, Lara Morales, Yamisel Espinosa, Silvia Gonzalez, Violeta Hernandez, Vanessa Perez, Santiago Hernandez, Coajis Yang, Edgar Ramirez Jr., William Bang, Andy Nguyen, Sofia Alberti, Jordan Thompson, Victoria Avila, Brisa Garcia Corona, Alyssa Vang, Roger Ortiz, Jessica Escarcega Romero, Kelly Criado, Marcel Bowman, Jaden Encinia, Lynn Mua, Brandon Martinez, Jonathan Cervantes, Emily Brown,
Brianna Deras, Sophia Mares, Melissa Aguilar, Cassandra Gray, Sage Diaz, Maria Ramirez, Raj Kanwar Bhatt, Benjamin Orozco, Joseph Valenzuela, Ryan Durant, Daisy Tao, Joshua White, Alex Ruiz, Jimmy Xiong, Jamal Anderson, Reynaldo Magliba, Fabian Garcia de Lucas, Aiden Rocha, Isabella O'Neill, Emiliano Cruz Martinez, Gianna McLean, Addison Haluska, Harriet Mortlock, Ashley Williams, Alice Johnson, Megan Cranley, Victoria Romero, Andrew Sanchez, Mel Milan, Andrew Rosum, Michael Weber, Brayton Epstein, Nathaniel Gilson, Jesus Bustamante, Nicholas Aaron Gonzalez, Damian Barba, Kareem Mohsin, Langdon Razo, Angel Barajas Galindo, Abby Eichelberg, Bryce Jordan, Siana Marascotti, Robert Erickson, Alberto Cazares,
Guadalupe Frausto, Olabisi Adeoti, Nathaniel Edwards, Tyler Kiggins, Carson Fusi, Braden Blodgett, Wyatt Green, Cole Young, Adam Salazar, Dana Ledesma, Jordan Barajas, Marcus Haragi, Jacob Cabrera, Ramon Medina, Charles Brown, Marisa Sassano, Benjamin Pence, Milady Alvarez Bravo, Maria Gonzalez Rojo, Yareli Rivera, Michael McKernan, Alyssa Ramirez, Emma Martinez, Juliet Schisler Ruiz, Gabriela Mercado, Kila Lopez Zavala, Angela Sanchez Daza, Karen Rodriguez Welty, Angelina Uriarte, Meredith Valencia, Casey Ewing, Elizabeth Perez, Gladys Gallardo Moreno,
Virginia Alarcon, Keelan Elliott, Courtney Carter, Amy Jimenez, Matea Garza, German Anguiano Diaz, Christian Rodriguez Mendoza, Alexa Figueroa, Marcos Becerra Lopez, Christian Lopez, Ali Barriga, Ivan Torres, David Cox, Isaiah Rojas, David Garcia, Lael Reynoso, Jacqueline Meza, Alina Sheikh, Ella Cordsiti, Giselle Martinez, Parker Zepeda, Matthew Primavera, John Velasco, Jaden Gomez, Simarjit Singh, Dallas Blajos, Tommy Wu, Sierra Rodriguez, Emily Juarez, Madison Haney, Joseph Mello, Araceli Pina, Nicholas Herrera, David Hernandez Anaya, Jesus Martin, Tyler Boyd, Jaden Guillen, Christopher Shin, Michael Davidson,
Damian Vang, Christian Smith, Jacob Reyes, Rihanna Areguin, Jasmine Santos, Jimena Escobar, Olivia Solis, Jacob Montes, Raymond Valenzuela, Damien Pimentel, Pablo Trujillo Anaya, Gregory Villarreal, Leotaro Takizawa, Ryan Medlock, Johnny Zlakis, Audrey Nichelle Blakeman, Neve Monique Perona, Aiden Ballin, Antonio Mendoza, Braulio Alfaro Rojas, Ricardo Lozada, Jay Ramirez, Leslie Vega, Sierra Rangel, Janaya Trevino, Florentino Angel Lopez Oseguera, Juan Miranda, Ivan Agredano, Gabriel Yang, Jalen Wilkins, Ekeano Lee Holland.
Go ahead, say it again.
Say it again.
Say it again.
I can't, it's on.
Ikina Ali Holland.
Monique Gadsden, Isabella Hackman, Haley Boyd, Maya Ledesma, Emily Collins, Laura Costa Mendoza, Gabriela Velarde, Dara Sitavong, Miguel Flores Arroyo, Andre Bravo,
Peyton Diaz, Michael Gonzalez, Joseph Oliveira, Sadie Valdez, Jose Angel Ventura Cervantes, Heather Palmer, Nick Lopez, David Meza II, Mackenzie Vang, Harvey Blanco, Julian Andrade, John Velasquez, Michael Meza, Ivan Lara Leon, Noel Cozayo, Isaac Flores, Edgardo Contreras, Diego Caleo Bueno, Anthony Bakri, Antonio Arriaga, Joseph Starr, Miguel Canales, Caitlin Ibarra, Taylor West, Garrett Martin, Sierra Wilson, Sarah Jimenez, Evelyn Munoz, Giovanni Gutierrez, Juan Carlos Torres, Denise Ceja, Anaya Shelton, Jose Areola, Aaliyah Collins, Sebastian Landa Calderon, Jessica Gordon, Heidi Villa, Justice Johnson, Shando Lopez, Julie Harris, Justin Virgen, Ashton Little, Albert Duarte, Jeffrey Armstrong, Jayon Cabico, Jayon Cabico, Samantha Mendoza, Amanda Mendoza, Naomi Santion Castillo, Jacob Martinez, Vicente Arellano Alvarez, Maya Thurman, Kristen Fecho, Isaiah Cruz, Israel Quintero, congratulations to our Kinialbuzi graduates.
We are honored to introduce our remaining graduates from the School of Nursing. We will begin with our master's degree candidates receiving advanced degrees in nursing. To our nursing faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining nursing faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Emiliano Crespin, Catherine Nakar, Shore Her, Jessica Braze, Bridget Fifield, Priscilla Santillan, Laura Pereira, Lana Naamani, Patricia Hernandez, Jacob Rogers, Britt Gwynn, Harleen Kaur, Navneet Landra, Audrey Vang,
We will now introduce our bachelor's degree candidates. Tanya Aceves, Luz Garcia Campos, Katrina Campos, Amanda Gonzalez, Mackenzie Lucas, Natalie Anissa Gonzalez, Brandon Delgado, Priscilla Cervantes, Kaylee Gayton, Layla Gonzalez, Madeline Perkins, Emma Lopez, Luke Sloan, Carly Anise, Kendall Grisham, Heather Lindman, Kylie Foley, Phoebe Tevis, Janae Avila, Citlali Alanis, Naomi Montez, Bailey Austin, Sophia Balani, Jana Verdin, Doyen Chong, Omar Hassan, Sean Dillon, Analicia Flores, Yasmin Tour, Byron Diel, Iqbal Sidhu, Bhavdeep Buller, Rachel Pimentel, Nadia Arancibia, Veronica Abundis, Alexis Frost, Adriana Castro, Ka Vu, Jasmine Arenas, Mariana Hernandez Alvarez, Chloe Nadine Mendez, Isabel Romero, Samuel Muanuatua, Paolo Manzano, David David Abejo, Sujay Ramkumar Ramamurthy, Rachel Gill,
Manpreet Sidhu, Gabby Carr, Valerie Aguirre, Vanessa Cheres, Erica Trevino, Armand Shukla, Fernando Tapia, Andres Gomez, Christian Medina, Ryan James Nuesca, Christian Rana, Hector Cepeda, Caleb Anguinguito, Deborah Crespin, Bella Selby, Sasha Stillman, Kaya Alvarado, Smriti Pudyal, Teresita Aguilar, Isan Tabel, Caitlin Goforth, Crystal Juarez, Desiree Trejo, Brianna Valle, Casey Hunt, Jackson Olson, Jasmine Hernandez Vasquez, Maricruz Lira Bañón, Citlali Esquivel, Libby Marcelo, Florentina Ramirez Morelos, Christian Ramirez Maldonado, Caitlin Xiong,
Haley Su, Ariel Cha, Jacob Chant, Ellis Pankingun, Suzuka Jordak, Isabel Renee Manalo, Dahlia Marie Macabio, Oforo Ofyong, Sunshine Yang, Sabrina Nicole Flores, Chelsea Valencia Sosa, Hannah Salardo, Ariane Janelle Ortega, Laisha Cabrera, Sarah Sanchez, Jamuna Rana, Jennifer Tompkins, Mara Munoz Maldonado, Cristina Quintero, Andrea Carr, Lindsay Clarkson, Stephanie Trevino, Roxanne Montemayor, Melissa Zubia, Cassandra Noriega, Victoria Johnson, Erin Yandel, Maite Garcia Montano, Ayana Shannon Cisco, Ronnie Juarez, Julianne Reyes, Lisette Rivas, Muang Saturn, Alyssa Askins, Isabel Jimenez, Jasmine Navarrete, Sierra Romero, Nicole Alivar, Cheyenne Vang, Eliza Villaseñor, Terry Vongs Vizet, Manuel Gonzalez, Tiffany Cipracert, Megan Botero, Elizabeth Leon, Giselle Georgina Mendoza, congratulations to our School of Nursing graduates.
All right, graduates, let's pause for a quick celebration. On your feet. Here to get us moving, time out. Love that energy. Let's continue the celebration.
We are honored to introduce our graduates from the Department of Public Health. We will begin with our Master of Public Health degree candidates. To our public health faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining public health faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Alyssa DeYoung. Raul Magana Lopez. We will now introduce our bachelor's degree candidates receiving degrees in health promotion and behavior, environmental occupational health and safety, and health administration. Kendall Ellen Saunders. Kimberly Rostran. Fred Christian Obana, Linda Padilla Gonzalez, Alarina Vang, Bailey Gammon McIntosh, Anthony Snyder, Rainey Williams, Gabby Marina Acevedo Gonzalez, Maria Guadalupe Gianna Torres, Emily Grace Chavez, Melanie Marie Maldonado, Erica Maldonado. Kali Cha. Zuri Ado Boateng. Giovanni Garcia. Joshua de la Cruz. Shan Pak. Edward Mora. Angelica Thick. Ivana Lozoya Garcia. Sarah Rivas. Marisol Ermelinda Garcia. Sophia Fisher. Caitlin Malave. Andrew Guadalupe Garibay. Christina Liao Ju. Devani Rodriguez. Zanib Habib. Ashley Noemi de la Cruz Orozco. Haley Olmos. Michelle Curioso Santos. Daniela Prado. Mai Shai Vu.
Sarai Rosales. Summer Susana Mejia. Catherine Ann Martin. Taylor Lynn Anderson. Iris Cruz Rivas. Liana Vangi. Joshua Angel Benavides. Monique Romero. Liliana Sierra Marquez. Octavio Serna. Jacqueline Pavon Garcia. Marlene Hidalgo Camacho. Cheyenne Marie Luna. Ariana Torres. Mili Kaling Neth. Jade Diaz. Caleb Joshua Bastian Herrera. Simran Kaur Tiwana. Tristan Compton. Nayeli Vidales Ramirez. Mary Davis. Jasmine Kaur. Daniela Montoya. Jalen Keka. Emma Hunter. Mia Bracamonte. Suzanne Wilson Tadros. Zinab Nooraldin. Ivan Zavala Hernandez. Randy Vo. Matthew James Arroyo Solis. Davinder Singh.
Darpreet Kaur. Giselle Cededa Valdez. Asanet Moreno. Simrat Sidhu. Georgina R. Morales. Brianna Knight. Jacqueline Fabian. Rihanna Jackson. Kelly Moreno. Priscilla Herr. Amina Abdullahi Mahmood. Sheena L. Woods. Ebony Jane Sanchez. Melanie Guadalupe Elenas Rosas. Carmen Ambrosio Viurques. Mai Chuatao. Jasmine Lee. Risveni Melchia. Desiree Herrera. Natalie Shaw. April Vang. Nisi Vang. Pachia Lee. Alura Agayas. Destiny Arias. Cherish Kalia Her. Victoria Elizabeth Ramos. Brianna Asuncion Vasquez Hernandez. Kathy Nguyen. Kiana Nguyen. Trinidad Gomez Chernishuk Nair. Stephanie Perez Garcia. Kenji Lee. Vanessa Villalba. Alexis Jasso. Natasha Monique Lopez. Daniela Chavez Gonzalez. Elizabeth Yates. Lisbeth G. Lopez. Eileen Diana Rodriguez.
Vanessa Eileen Nava. Alexa Victoria Hood. Catherine Martinez Ledesma. Congratulations to our public health graduates. We are now honored to introduce our graduates from the Department of Recreation Administration. Our bachelor's degrees candidates are receiving degrees in community recreation, youth development and senior services, outdoor recreation and natural resource management, recreation therapy, special events and tourism, and sports and entertainment facility management. Recreation Administration faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Joshua Salvador, Josue Daniel Gomez, Orlando Hernandez Jr., Daisy Areli Velasquez, Amy Hernandez, Emma DeBerger, Mariana Rodriguez Medina, Darian Hill, Jessica Dominguez Antonio, Giselle Gomez Tapia, Daniela De Real, Jacob Gutierrez, Roy Marcus Campos, Eric Cervantes, Stephen Detheridge, congratulations to our Recreation Administration graduates.
We are honored to introduce our graduates from the Department of Social Work, Education, and Gerontology. We'll begin with our Master of Social Work degree candidates. To our social work faculty on stage, please step forward to hood your graduates. To our remaining social work faculty, I invite you to the left side below the stage to form a congratulatory line. Maria Martinez de Pacheco, Antoinette Robinson, Carrie Reeder, Ali Mansour, Bahare Farari, Carmina Rodriguez, America Perez Gimon, Fanny Lopez Menjivar, Johnny Yang, Anita Sanchez, Noah Chang, Valeria de la Rosa, Itzel Gomez, Terry Myers, Sherelle Moore, Tung Chiang, Summer Replogue, Nayeli Trejo, Berla Marino Ayala Rios, Giselle Ibarra Jimenez, Mai Ong Beng, Paula Jimenez, Alma Mora Perez. Isabella Lomeli. Tatiana Liwag. Shea L. Norman. Noel Sasueta. Kelly Vang. Anne Marie Sellenrick. Ilanda Baez Barrios. Daniel Vera. Daniela Trujillo Lopez. Adriana Carrillo. Amelia Vitale. Mayra Cruz. Yalitza Lizaraga Landeros. Angelica Avalos Acosta. Lillian Ritter. Alicia Corona. Noelia Lopez Pascual. Yvette Ayala. Ella Niederreiter. Monica Barcelos. Sira Odali Sanchez. Tanya Ramirez. Emily Mua. Christopher Alvarez. Angelica Frutis Freire.
Amber Katie Navarro. Leslie Cruz. Daniela Bedoya Calderon. Kimberly Montez. Alexandra Luna Venegas. Susie Dadra. Diana Alessandra Gomez. Cassandra Montanajo. Ryan Mancero. Olivia Cantu. Maricela Orozco. Felicia Navarro. Jason Flores. Margarita Santiago Vasquez. Paul Marquez. Rachel Preciado. We will now introduce our bachelor's degree candidates. Natalie Sofia Valenzuela. Lupita Lua. Madeline Chavez. Chelsea Cordova. Lucia Gonzalez Garcia. Carla Herrera. Priscilla Elvia Munoz Melendez. Celeste Gomez. Leslie Morales. Natalie Romero. Fernanda Arachia. Allison Buncon. Nancy Garcia Pablo. Ruby Avila Lopez. Samantha Furman, Courtney Jackson, Diana Patricia Ramos, Eileen Nicole Hernandez, Maritza Ortega, Brittany Cristina Garcia Tapia, Elizabeth Arellano, Delaney Arciga, Jocelyn Talia Iglesias, Nelly Avina, Kayla Fecho Yandel, Ramona Rodarte, Marinda Galvan, Daisy de la Cruz,
Emerald Mitchell, Miranda Godinez Guerrero, Madison Marie Pena, Vanessa Marie Lopez, Serena Robledo, Chantel Jacqueline Rodriguez, Joanna Lopez, Laili, Mariana Martinez Pimentel, Mariana Rivera, Estanislao Ortega, Nancy Andrade Contreras, Vanessa Ramos Aranda, Yesenia Piceno, Gechong Lee, Ninia Hodges, Holly C. McLaughlin, Evelyn Martinez, Ruben Angel Espinosa, Alana R. Carlton, Marta Azucena Torres, Xochitl Lelace Haynes, Yulisa Camarillo Vargas, Janet Aguilera Blancas, Senai Tesfai, Kayla Vela, Cynthia Velasquez, Ariana Garcia, Tanya Montano Cortez, Jasmine Hernandez, Angelina Jeannie Gomez, Rihanna Robes Vega, Leslie Duran, Nathaniel Soto, Abigail Garcia, Athena Puentes Tavera, Arij Arachte, Areli Gallegos Martinez, Elizabeth Valencia, Jasmine Isasaga, Yolisa Gonzalez, Alia Hassan,
Well, that was the best moment ever. Congratulations. It is now time to commence with the conferring of the degrees. First, graduate degrees signify the completion of a period of advanced study and research. The candidates are recommended by their departments and the college and have met the requirements of the Division of Graduate Studies and the trustees of the California University. Although not all are present today, our students have completed graduate studies this year. Will all of the candidates for the doctoral and master's degrees please rise? Will the family and friends of the doctoral and master's degrees candidates please rise as well? President Jimenez Sandoval, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the doctoral and master's degrees. I now ask that you confer upon them the degree for which they have qualified.
Are we ready? Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty, the Dean of Graduate Studies, the Provost, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you the graduate degree appropriate to your field of learning, and with the greatest pleasure admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You are Bulldogs for life! Please be seated.
President Jimenez Sandoval, the candidates for baccalaureate degrees as recommended by the faculty have been presented. Will all of the baccalaureate degree candidates please stand to receive your degree? Will the family and friends of the baccalaureate degree candidates please rise as well? I ask that you now confer the appropriate degrees on those who have met all the requirements for graduation.
Are we ready? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, of the dean, of the provost and vice president for academic affairs, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I take great pleasure in conferring the appropriate baccalaureate degree upon all candidates listed in the official records for these exercises and have admitted you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You are Bulldogs for life! All right, ready to turn the tassel? Count of three. Turn the tassel. 1, 2, 3. Turn the tassel. Go Dogs!
Please be seated. Well, graduates, you did it. Before we conclude today, I'd like to recognize the college's Commencement Planning Committee for their dedication and hard work. Because of them, this event was made possible. I'd also like to thank our interpreters today who helped to make our commencement accessible to everyone. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, we ask that you please stand as the platform party recesses and then follow the faculty and exit the arena floor up to the first level on the west end of the building. Please do not exit on the ground floor as another group of graduates is already assembling there. You can meet your family and guests at the arena level. Congratulations. Go forth and accomplish great things. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations and go Dogs.
Please stand for the alma mater.
Let us in song our voices raise in cloistered courts to sound thy praise. Each voice and heart that sings is true to thee, O cardinal and blue. For thee our hopes and memories, for thee our hearts and loyalties. Thy sons and daughters